Assalamualaikum. My name is Afrina Binti MD.FAZIL. My student ID is 2025230118. I'm from group M3802402B. This presentation is for the subject Crop Science AGR499 under my lecturer TS Dr. Siti Khadijah Abdul Karim. Today I will be presenting chapter 1, specifically subtopic for 1.2, the plant body, which consists of the root, stem, leaf, buds and flower. For this plant body presentation, the table of contents includes: number 1 is introduction, number 2 is the root process, number 3 is the stem process, number 4 is the buds morphology, number 5 is the flower structure, and the last one will be conclude with the conclusion, which highlights how each component contributes to the overall structure and function of the plant. For the introduction, plants are complex living organisms made up of several organs that work together to support their growth, survival, and reproduction. Each of these organs plays an essential role in helping the plant function, from providing support and transporting nutrients to producing food, absorbing water and minerals, and enabling reproduction. Understanding these parts and their function help us appreciate how plants live and thrive in their environment. Roots are usually the external structures that grow down into the soil. The primary function of the root is to take in the water and nutrients. The plant needs to survive and grow. The water moves from the soil through the roots and stems to the leaf, where it is used in food making process of photosynthesis. Another important function of roots is to hold the plant firmly in the soil in which it grows. This helps to prevent them from being washed away by water or blown away by wind. There are two main types of roots. Some plants have roots that are shallow and branch out to cover a large area. These roots are called fibrous roots. Fibrous roots help the plant to take up lots of water when it rains. Other plants have one main root, called a taproot, which grows deep into the soil. This helps to reach water deeper underground. Next slide is about internal structure of roots. Epidermis is the outermost layer of cells in the roots. It absorbs water and mineral from the soil roots. Hair, which are extension of epithelial cells, significantly increase the surface area for absorption. Next to the epidermis is the cortex. It is located between the epidermis and the vascular cylinder. The cortex consists of farina cells that store food and transport water and nutrients from the roots hair to the vascular tissues. Endodermis is the innermost layer of the cortex. It acts as a selective barrier that regulates the movement of water and nutrients into the vascular cylinder. It contains the Casparian strip, a band of cell wall material impregnated with sorbitol and lignin, which forces the water and dissolved substances to pass through the cell membrane rather than between cells. Next to the endodermis is the vascular cylinder. It is the central part of the root surrounded by the endodermis. The vascular cylinder contains the vascular tissues that transport the water and nutrients. Throughout the plant, the pericycle is the outermost layer of the vascular cylinder just inside the endodermis. The structure of the stem. The stem transports food, water, and minerals between the roots and leaf. What is the structure of the stem? The stem consists of several layers. The outermost layer is the epidermis. Under the epidermis are several layers of thin wall cells, which form the cortex. The vascular bundles are separate and usually arranged in a ring of the periphery. In each bundle, xylem is located in the inner region, and phloem is located in the outer region. In center is the pith, which stores food. Stem structure and functions. Stem is the part of the plant that is mostly found above the ground. It forms the support system of the plants along with roots. It also bears the branches, leaves, flowers, and fruits. But is that all we need to know about the stem? Certainly not. Different kinds of plants have different stems. Plants can be named according to the types of the stem they have. Plants that have a single thick, hard and woody stems are called trees. The stem of a tree is also called the trunk. Big trees like that of mango and apple have a wooden trunk. Plants that are smaller than trees and have many thin, hard and woody stems are called shrubs. Rose and hibiscus are some of the common shrubs. Herbs are plants that have a soft and green stems. As the stems of herbs are not very strong, these plants are often very small in size in comparison to shrubs. Mint, spinach, and grass are examples of herbs. Another category of plants that have very weak and thin stems are creepers and climbers. While creeper plants like watermelon and pumpkin grow along the ground and never rise much higher. Structure of leaf. There is the cuticle, a waxy layer that cloaks the upper epidermis of the leaf. This cutin bill shield acts as a waterproof barrier staunchly, reducing water loss from the leaf surface. Beneath this waxy coat lies the upper epidermis, a single layer of cells that serve as the leaf protective armor. It shields against water loss, UV radiation, and pathogen, while secreting the cuticle now nestled between the upper and lower epidermis. We find the mesophyll. This tissue teeming this chloroplast bears the heavy responsibility of photosynthesis. It divides into two types of cells, each with a distinct role. The palisade cells, tightly packed and brimming with chloroplasts, are photosynthesis specialized. Their abundance of chloroplasts makes them adept at capturing sunlight. Then there are the spongy mesophyll cells, irregularly shaped tenons of the mesophylls lower region. The air spaces between them enable gas exchange within the leaf. Speaking of chloroplasts, these specialized organelles are the stars of the show. They house chlorophyll, the green pigment that traps sunlight during the photosynthesis. It's within these chloroplasts the sunlight energy is converted into the chemical energy or glucose. What is buds? This slide is about buds. Buds are meristematic tissues found at the tip or branches or at the leaf axils, and they can develop into new shoots or flowers. Depending on what they form, buds can be vegetative flower or mixed buds. Based on their position, they are classified as terminal buds at the stem tip, lateral buds along the stem, and axillary buds at the leaf axil. Some buds remain dormant under the bark and grow only when the plant is damaged, while adventitious buds can appear in unusual places like roots or wounded stems. In deciduous plants, leaf scars can be seen below the buds after leaf fall, showing where the leaf was once attached. The structure of flower. The flower is fundamentally a structure designed for reproduction. It centers on two main organs. Number one is female pistils that consist of stigma, style, and ovary, while the male stamen consists of anther and filament. The stamen produces pollen, which must reach the pistil for fertilization to occur in the ovary. The vibrant petals and supporting sepals serve to attract external helpers like insects or birds like bees, which facilitate this critical transfer of pollen, ensuring the continuation of the plant species. In conclusion, from the deep-reaching roots to the light-catching leaf, the supportive stem to the reproductive flower, every part is essential. Together, these organs create a resilient, efficient, and vital organism that forms the foundation of our ecosystem. Understanding the plant body is understanding the very basis of life on Earth. That's all for my video presentation today.